What is up everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Spirit Gamer Girl, and for today's video, if you couldn't already tell by the title and the thumbnail for this video, we are back in Minecraft for another episode of Copycat, where I recreate things in Minecraft, mostly buildings, but let's get started. So for this video, we are going to be recreating one of the two buildings of SM Entertainment, which is a town agency in South Korea. So I thought this would be a fun little challenge. I've missed playing Minecraft and I've missed recreating such buildings and challenging myself creatively, and so I thought what better way to continue to show off my love for K-pop as a whole than recreating one of the buildings in Minecraft. And so this is actually going to be a two-parter. The first part is going to be recreating this building of SM Entertainment, and then part 2 to this video, which will actually be a second building that is also belonging to SM Entertainment, and so look out for that as well. So right now I am recreating the front part to the SM Entertainment shop, I believe is what is known. I am using a reference photo off screen during the entire process, so I know exactly what it looks like and what it's supposed to look like. And obviously doing this in Minecraft, it's not going to end up looking exactly like the building which I am recreating, but that's the fun part. I get to add my own little creative details to it. I will just stop talking for now, and I will come back on the voiceover in a little bit. And I am back on the voiceover. Just to let you know, this part I initially thought that I was going to use black wool to do like the outlines seen in my reference photo, but then of course, as you will see a little bit later on in this video, I end up completely getting rid of it because it looked a lot weirder, especially with the type of block that I did use initially to create this building, which you will see a little bit later. Overall, I'd say I actually really enjoyed creating this, which I thought for the longest time that I kind of had felt like I had lost my interest in Minecraft and doing these copycat type videos, but then I thought I could take my two favorite things at the moment, which is Minecraft and K-pop, ability to create whatever I want within a world without limitations and be able to still do two things I love and merge them into one thing. And so this is the result of it. As you can see, this is where I'm at right now with creating the building. It actually came out really good initially, and even after I had like completed it with the changes, and even before the changes, it came out really well. I am making the second SMTOWN sign. The first one is represented by the blocks, or they're both represented by the blocks, and one's a bit smaller, or at least based on the reference photo that I used. From the angle it looked smaller, it might have been the same size, I'm not entirely sure, but I was trying to do as close to the reference photo as possible. And right here, there's a lot of back and forth and me trying to like line it up correctly and making sure that I made it the right size, or at least what I believe was the right size, and so that part was another difficult part for me. I will stop talking and come back on the voiceover in a little bit to explain further. This is what it looks like now. Hours later, and then of course it turned to this eventually after several hours of working off camera and not filming it. This is the end result to it and what it looks like after I fully built everything up. Pretty much I loved how it turned out, but this is where I had decided that I wanted to switch out the color, the blocks that I used for everything, and completely change what it looked like from that. But this is what the back of it looks like. It's pretty simple and bare right now because I didn't have a whole lot going on. I just wanted to get the front imaging part done. So yeah, this is of course what it looks like at night. The SMTOWN sign, I couldn't fit the full SMTOWN logo on there, but we'll get back to that at a different time. And so now I am completely changing out the color blocks. I initially went with this block because I was like, oh, this fits the best, but then after looking at it I was like, yeah, no, this just isn't it. And so I went through and kind of searched through the blocks just to find a different one, which I ended up picking Bedrock, which I thought worked best, and by the end product, which you will see at the very end of the video, I think it definitely was the right choice to go with Bedrock instead of the other material that I used. Here I am making the roof to the entrance because if you can see in the reference photo there is obviously a ceiling, and so I wanted to use this like dark grayish wool that I thought that would fit best with how it looked compared to the reference photo, which I think it actually turned out pretty well. And of course I went back in with more Bedrock once again to completely replace it with the block that I used before. This was a bit of a timely process to do because since I had already built it up completely with a different block, and now I have to go through and like erase all that and like replace it with a different block. It took quite some time, but it was definitely worth all that extra effort. I'm gonna stop talking and just let you enjoy the time lapse, and I will pop back in with a voiceover once again when I need more explaining to do. Just gonna pop in once again, and so that's what it looks like now. And then I have the other side to do, which I'm going to show you at least part of the process here, which is basically just doing the same thing but on the opposite side, and just kind of playing around with how I want things to look and making sure that I'm getting rid of the correct block, and of course adding roofing back again. This was a very timely process, but it was definitely worth it for the end result so far. And so once again, I will stop talking and let you enjoy the time lapse. Little comparison, side by side comparison of the reference photo that I used and what I created in Minecraft. And so yeah, this is where I'm at right now, a little bit while later, and ta-da! I didn't think you guys really needed to see the rest of me building it, but here it is again with the reference photo. And now I am doing the final part, for now at least, where I'm adding in more bedrock and creating a wall on the other two sides of the building, where obviously you can't see it in the reference photo. But I was like, well, I might as well just make the rest of it bedrock just to match, and then if I happen to do more, then I will. And of course, me trying to make sure the weather stays clear, and I have daylight bunny, which is helpful in creative mode so that I can control the time of day it is and what the weather is like, which is nice. But once again, I will shut up and let you just enjoy the time lapse and come back later on in the video. And I am back with all 4 walls completed, and this is kind of a bird's eye view of what it looks like. And then of course I will swing around so you can see the other changes that I did, which wasn't a whole lot of changes. The only thing I did is that I added ENT to the front bigger sign, just because that sign, I couldn't fit the full SMTOWN into the building, but I thought if I could at least fit SM Entertainment on one of the signs, I would, and so I did. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and with that being said, I'm going to be ending the video here. And if you guys enjoyed this video and would like to see more like this, and actually a part 2 that is coming very soon, stay tuned for that. If you would like to see, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. I'm going to end this episode of Copycat. Click the little bell for notifications so you know whenever I upload. Leave any suggestions in the comment section down below. And with that being said, I am Spirit Gaming Girl, the internet's favorite dork and the official dork of the internet, signing off until the next video. Bye! You wanna see more content from me? Then make sure to click the subscribe button right here. Check out my other videos as well in the description, as well as over here right now.